I call the honourable member Dr. Megan Woods.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There can be no surer sign that you've got a government that's on the run from its own record in education when you have the Minister and the Associate Minister stand up and say that we need to take the politics out of educational achievement. This from a party that campaigned hard to get into government in 2008 on its headline policy of national standards. Well, National, you have failed your standards in education. This is a fail grade for what you are doing to our education system. This is a fail grade for what National, Mr. Speaker, is doing to our education system. This report is seriously concerning for New Zealand. It has shown there are systemic failures within our education system, which are being exacerbated by the introduction of national standards. The dramatic drop that we have seen in the international standing of our education system should be a real wake-up call to the national government. Their approach is simply not working, and the mad spinning to try and explain this away does nothing for our children who are being failed by a government that is systemically chipping away at what was once a world-class education system with a world-class curriculum and world-class teachers, and this is being undermined by our own government. National's attacks on education have seen our overall rankings fall. Let's go back and think about those numbers again. 7th to 18th in science, from 13th to 23rd in maths, and from 7th to 13th in reading. And this is from a government that talks a big game on innovation. We have Minister Joyce stand up time and time again and tell us the salvation for the New Zealand economy is going to be innovation, led by world-class science. Well, here is a revelation, government. If you want an innovation-led economy that relies heavily on the sciences, you need to have our students performing at a world-class level in science and mathematics. You do not have them sliding down the OECD rankings and thinking that we can have a country that can perform on the international stage as a global innovator. It simply doesn't work. The math does not compute. We have the Minister stand up and said that their government is one that is interested in data, and an Associate Minister who said we need to analyse. So I'll put it together for the Minister and the Associate Minister again. Here is some data for you to analyse. In 2000, New Zealand was 7th in the OECD in mathematics. After your government has made its changes, we are now 23rd in the OECD. Let's analyse that data, government, and see where you come to. Let's look at science for a government that's supposedly committed to a science and innovation-led economy. In 2000, we were 7th in the OECD. After this government has been in power for 5 years, in 2012, we have slid down the rankings to 18th. What's more, what we have is a government that has systemically chipped away at science within our education system. We had a government that thought that it was a smart move to cut technology funding in the 2012 budget. They had to backpedal on it because their own voters told them it was a dumb idea. This is not a government that matches its rhetoric on innovation with what it is doing in our education system. This is a government that cut $35 million in budget 2009 out of professional development for our teachers. Yet the Minister will stand up and berate us with the fact that we need our teachers to continue learning. Yes, we do, and you slicing $35 million, the Minister slicing $35 million, and which saw the demise of science advisors in schools. This is not the way that New Zealand can have an innovation-led future, Mr. Speaker.